The night was quiet, the only sound being the soft rustle of leaves outside. Jungkook sat on his bed, scrolling through his phone, the glow illuminating his face. He was lost in a world of social media when he heard a soft knocking sound against his window. He ignored it, thinking it was just the wind. But then the knocking came again, slightly louder this time. Curious, he looked up, but still hesitated to get up. When the sound came again, this time a bit more instant, he couldn't ignore it anymore. He stood up, walked to the window, and pulled it open, gasping at the sight before him. There you were, posed on a ladder outside his window, a large bag clutched tightly in your arms. Your hair was slightly tousled from the climb, but your eyes sparkled with mischief. Love, what are you doing here? With wide eyes he spoke. You flashed him a playful smile, the moonlight catching the glint in your eyes. Stop asking questions and just take this. You handed him the bag before adding, and pull me up. Jungkook took the bag and placed it on the nightstand beside him, a mixture of confusion and amusement crossing his face. He reached out, grabbing your hand, and helped you climb inside his room. You breathed heavily, adrenaline coursing through you from the climb. The moment you were inside, you didn't hesitate to wrap your arms around him in a tight hug, clinging to him like a koala. Jungkook chuckled softly at your affectionate gesture, his heart swelling with warmth. Wow, so this is how you break into my house? By stealing hugs? You looked up at him, your cheeks flushed and your eyes bright with excitement. Only for you, silly. He wrapped his arms around you, holding you close, a sense of comfort washing over both of you. In that moment, everything felt perfect, just the two of you sharing secrets and laughter, forgetting the world outside. Jungkook chuckled as he held you close, the warmth of your body melting away any confusion. After a moment of comfortable silence, he pulled back slightly, looking down at you with a teasing grin. So, how did you escape from the guards? You can't exactly come through the front door with my parents around. You smiled sheepishly, your cheeks still flushed from the thrill of sneaking into his room. I just climbed the fence and used the ladder. I missed you so much. Jungkook's brow furrowed slightly and he leaned back against his bed, crossing his arms with a playful smirk. He walked towards the bed, you in his arms, and settled you onto his laps. But we already met earlier this evening. What's with the late night visit? You looked at him in disbelief, your eyes widening as you pulled back just enough to lock gazes with him. Don't tell me you forgot. His expression shifted from playful to mock serious, and he tilted his head, feigning innocence. Forgot what? You rolled your eyes dramatically, trying to suppress grin, but the excitement of the moment bubbled into to the surface. You shifted in his lap, giving him a playful nudge, wanting him to fully grasp the significance of the night. Seriously, what are you forgetting? This is important. Jungkook looked at you with genuine confusion, his brows frowning slightly as he searched your eyes for the answer. I don't know, love. What is it? You couldn't help but let out a small laugh, shaking your head at his face, adorably clueless expression. Are you serious? How can somebody forget his own birthday? It's your birthday, idiot. His eyes widened in realization and a sheepish grin escaped across his face. Oh, is it September 1st already? He rubbed the back of his neck, looking slightly embarrassed, and you could see a hint of red creeping up his cheeks. Yes, I came all this way to surprise you, and you forgot your own birthday? He chuckled, a warm, loving sound that made your heart flutter. I'm sorry, love. I have just been so caught up in everything. I didn't realize, but now that you are here, it's the best birthday ever. He leaned closer, pressing a soft kiss to your forehead, his touch gentle and affectionate. You felt a wave of warmth wash over you, and your heart swelled at the sweetness of the moment. So, are you ready to celebrate? Jungkook's smile widened, his eyes sparkling with excitement. With you here? Absolutely. What did you bring? You couldn't help but grin at his eagerness. The way he looked at you filled with love and appreciation. A little something to make this night unforgettable. He leaned back, looking at you with anticipation, and you felt a rush of happiness knowing you could make his birthday special just like he deserved. You felt a wave of excitement rush over you as you reached for the bag on the nightstand. Carefully, you pulled out a small, beautifully wrapped cake, its creamy frosting glistening under the soft light of the room. Surprise! I made you a banana cake, your favorite. Jungkook's eyes widened in delight and he looked at you with such fondness that it made your heart flutter. You made this for me? You nodded, feeling a bit shy under his gaze. Of course, I wanted to make your birthday special. His face broke into the brightest smile, a look of pure joy that lit up the room. He gently took the cake from your hands, placing it carefully on the bed. You are amazing, love. Thank you. You couldn't help but jump up with excitement, clapping your hands as you began to sing the birthday song, your voice ringing with happiness. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Cookie. Happy birthday to you. Jungkook laughed, his eyes sparkling with joy as he joined in, his voice mingling with yours. The warmth of the moment wrapped around you both like a cozy blanket. As you finished the song, Jungkook took a moment to soak in the love surrounding him. He grabbed the knife, gesturing for you to join him. Ready to cut the cake together? You nodded eagerly, moving closer as he placed his hand over yours, guiding the knife through the soft cake. With a quick slice, he cut the perfect piece, and you couldn't contain your happiness bouncing in place like a child. You did it. He held the piece up, beaming at you as if you had just won. All thanks to you, love. This is the best birthday I could ever ask for. With that, he brought the cake to his lips, taking a bite and letting out a satisfied hum in his closing in delight. It's delicious. You watched him, your heart swelling with happiness, knowing you had made this moment unforgettable. After cutting the cake and sharing a few sweet bites, you could feel the excitement bubbling inside you. It was time for the special gift you had prepared for him. You reached into the bag again, pulling out a small, beautifully wrapped box. Jungkook's eyes sparkled with curiosity as you handed it to him. Okay, now it's time for your real gift. He carefully unwrapped the box, his expression turning to one of wonder as he opened it. Inside lay a delicate heart-shaped pendant glimmering softly in the light. Jungkook looked up at you, a warm smile spreading across his face. Wow, this is beautiful. You felt a rush of warmth, his reaction, but you quickly added a hint of shyness in your voice. I know it's cheap, but before you could finish, Jungkook interrupted you, his tone sincere. No, it's beautiful. I love it. Thank you so much, Rob. His words made your heart swell and you smiled back at him. Then, with a playful glint in your eyes, you picked up the pendant and tore it in half, showing him how it worked. The two halves fit perfectly together, each half representing a piece of your hearts. Look, this pendant is magnetic. We will each wear one half. You gently placed one piece around his neck, fastening it with care, while Jungkook took the other half and put it on you. It's perfect. You gazed into his eyes, feeling the weight of the moment. This pendant will keep us connected, Cook. Whenever you look at it, I want you to remember that no matter where we are always together in spirit. You have a piece of me with you, and I have a piece of you. Jungkook reached up lightly, touching the pendant on his neck, a tender expression on his face. I'll always treasure this, my love, just like I treasure you. His words hung in the air, filled with unspoken promises, and you felt a deep sense of connection in that moment. You leaned in, resting your forehead against his, both of you smiling as the warmth of love enveloped you. After sharing the heartfelt moment with the pendant, you felt a sudden shift in Jungkook's demeanor. A mischievous smirk crept onto his lips, and you couldn't help but feel a flutter of curiosity. What's wrong? You asked, tilting your head. The smug widened, mischief dancing in his eyes as he leaned closer. "Where's my other gift?" You felt your cheeks flush, a shy smile creeping onto your face as you realized exactly what he meant. The playful tension hung thick in the air and your heart raced in anticipation. Before you could respond, Jungkook pulled a small amount of cream from the cake onto his finger and leaned closer, gently smearing it on your lips like a playful lipstick. With a teasing grin, he spoke. "Perfect." As he leaned in to kiss you, his lips met yours, testing that sweet cream as he pulled you into a passionate embrace. You instinctively wrapped your arms around his neck, pulling him closer, lost in the moment. He laid you back on the bed, hovering over you, his gaze intense yet loving. Breaking the kiss, he looked down at you with a playful glint in his eyes. "I love you so much." You couldn't help but giggle, but before you could answer, he leaned in again, kissing you more fiercely this time. His hands roamed under your shirt, sending shivers down your spine as you busily worked on opening his shirt buttons, feeling the heat rise between you. Jungkook traveled down to your neck, kissing you tenderly, and the world outside faded away, leaving just the two of you in your own blissful bubble. But just as you lost yourself in the moment, a loud noise suddenly rang through the air, breaking the spell. As you and Jungkook scrambled to regain your composure, his sister suddenly stopped singing, her eyes widening as she took in the scene before her. You both froze and immediately stood up from the bed. You instinctively hid behind Jungkook, your heart racing. Jungkook quickly buttoned his shirt, turning to face her with a mix of surprise and embarrassment. "Nona, what are you doing here?" His sister leaned against the doorframe with a playful smile, clearly enjoying the moment. "I came to surprise you, but it looks like you are busy with something else." She shot a teasing glance at you, still hiding behind Jungkook. You peeked out, managing an awkward smile as you waved at her. Hi, Unne," she returned the greeting, her smile wide and knowing. Jungkook shot you an apologetic look, but you couldn't help but glared at him. "Why didn't you lock the door?" You whispered. "I'm sorry, love, I forgot," he said sheepishly. You glared at him for a moment longer, then turned to his sister, your voice steady. "I should probably go. My brother is waiting for me at home." You made your way towards the window, ready to climb back down the ladder. As you prepared to leave, you glanced back at Jungkook one last time. He was looking at you with a pout, that familiar apologetic expression on his face. "Once again, sorry, love." With a small smile, you waved and climbed back down the ladder, your heart still racing from the whirlwind of emotions. Once you were outside, you heard the unmistakable sound of Jungkook glaring at his sister. "Nona, why do you always ruin my happy moments with my girlfriend?" he asked, frustrated. His sister raised an eyebrow, a teasing glint in her eyes. "Oh, so you are shouting at your older sister now? What if I tell mom and dad that you have a girlfriend?" Jungkook's expression turned serious and he glared at her, clearly annoyed. "Nuna, don't you dare." Without missing a beat, she smirked and shouted, "Mom, Dad," before going down the hallway, laughter spilling from her lips as she ran. Jungkook squinted after her, calling out in a mix of frustration and amusement, "You are going to regret that." Jungkook ran behind her in order to stop her. You stood outside watching the two of them run, a smile playing on your lips as you realized how much you cherished these moments. Despite the chaos, you felt a warmth in your heart knowing that your connection with Jungkook was something special.